right, welcome into this week's episode of Play by Play. I am your host, Andy Horton, alongside my co-host, Jared Bergstrom. Well, Jared, the Reds are they just refuse to die. I think as the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys said it best. They're like cockroaches. You just can't get rid of them. They just refuse to go away. By the way, this episode number 159, because I kind of skipped that part. So we are going to talk a little bit more baseball. Going to try and make that short. Maybe talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame because the list came out today. Maybe talk about a couple of the guys.
Yeah, we can do that before we transition.
Might want to go. A couple of guys that we think deserve to make it, and then.
Is that a picture, or did you find it on the internet?
I found the whole list.
Okay.
I can pull that up for us here in a moment. But then obviously we got to talk about college and NFL from last week and pick a lot of games from this week. Talk about some big storylines.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna start off.
We'll get done with the
talking about Major League Baseball.
Baseball first. The Reds, they keep us alive. I think this is the first time in 4 or 5 years we've played an actual meaningful game in playoff contention in September?
I don't know if that's true, because I think back in 2022 the Reds were a couple games out at some point in September, but they just they weren't able to get it done in the big moments. And yeah, the Reds were able to even up with the Mets over the weekend and whatnot with the sweep of the Cubbies. That was a huge series.
First 4-game sweep.
Super excited about that. Yeah, first 4-game sweep. And
I forget but it'd been a long time.
Yeah, a little while. I think it was 2017, I think is what I heard them say. So almost a decade. So big win there to get us even up with the Mets. But then last night, it's just, it's the frustrating thing about this team this season. The Reds,
always said
the Reds play good against good teams, and then they play down.
Okay, you're going that way.
Against they play down to their competition and play poorly against bad teams. I mean, the Reds I think are under 500 this year against the Pirates. And
I wouldn't be surprised.
How does that happen?
Right. You went the bad, play good against good teams, bad against. I was talking about all we got to do is just win division games. I mean, the last 5 games now in the regular season are all divisional games. We got 2 left with Pittsburgh, 3 with Milwaukee. I'm hoping since Milwaukee, let me look just to make sure, they clinched the division, and I think they can clinch. They clinched the number 1 seed, so hopefully they don't. If we go into Milwaukee still having a chance, they'll rest some people. But I don't know. After that game last night with Pittsburgh, it just took all the wind out of my sails. So
I mean, I guess maybe not the saving grace, but the good an extra good thing about the Reds sweeping the Cubs. Now the Cubs have lost. I don't know if they went into the Reds series on a losing streak or if they had lost any coming in. But that's at least 5 in a row now, and they don't want to completely back their way into the playoffs. So the the Cubs, they're going to want to get a couple of wins here, kind of get themselves feeling good again. Like I said, they don't want to completely back their way into the playoffs. But look at the season series for the Reds versus the Pirates. Reds are 5-6 versus the Pirates, and that's just not good enough. So frustrating to just barely, putt along against bad teams like that. And then the Reds are 8-5 against the Cubs. And that's a division series. Yeah. And the Cubs have one of the best offenses in baseball. Frickin', how do you lose more games to a team like the Pirates that cannot manufacture runs?
Unless it's the first inning.
But you beat the Cubs.
The Cubs were winners of 9 of their previous 10 before their losing streak they're on now. So, yeah, they've had all momentum halted. But, I mean, yeah, the Reds, they tried. They had runners in scoring position last night, but it's just that's been their biggest downfall all year. In one-run games, they're, hitting well below 200 in runners in scoring position. And those are the games that we have to come out on. I know it was a two-run loss last night, but I mean they had plenty of opportunities. Let me go back and how many did we leave on base?
Hit into 5 double plays.
Ouch.
I saw Lance McAllister say,
That's not going to help you anywhere.
yeah, just not good enough. It's so frustrating because this team, they've worked all the way back, and like you cannot give the season away to the frickin' Pirates, man.
Well, I mean, grounding into the double plays took out the people left on base, so the Reds only left 4. But I see Ellie, he went for a month and a half without hitting a home run. Now he's hit 2 within 5 days.
Mm-hmm. And he was 3 for 3 last night. At one point, I don't know what he ended up going.
3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3
Nice.
with a walk, and just kind of squandered a great game from your superstar. Mm-hmm. Just frustrating way to lose that game. Miguel Andujar also had another good night.
Yeah, came in,
Frickin'
pinched hit for Lux. 1 for 2, and
got the third. Ellie hit singled, and he went from first to third. But then I think it was McLean struck out or whatever after that. And like a lot of people have said that if the Reds are able to get into the playoffs, they're a team that a lot of people don't want to face because the pitching is so good. And if the pitching can hold you under 3 runs, the Reds got a great opportunity. And with the depth of pitching that the Reds have, it's like holding a lot of teams under 3 runs is very possible. But
well, I mean, if you
can't squander these games right before the playoffs.
These must-win games.
And I think we were kind of saying, and a lot of people were saying, got to win 4 out of 6, 4 out of the last 6.
Now you got to win 5 for 5.
Now
we have to.
Well, maybe not 5 for 5, but got to go 4 for 5 because if we tie with the Mets, we're in.
Right.
So.
Well, the Diamondbacks are tied with us now. Let me look.
We have the season.
We have the season.
against
Okay.
them as well.
All right. Dang, San Francisco has just they fell off. They were ahead of us before the Cubs series last week, and now they're 4.5. Oh, they're 2-8 in their last 10. Never mind. But yeah, so whatever, if we just have to win one more than the Mets, basically, going out.
Yep.
And it's doable. Who do the Mets play after the Cubs?
They play the Marlins, who, interestingly enough, they just moved back Sandy Alcantara in order to get his last start of the season against the Mets.
All right.
So a little bit of gamesmanship being played there. Sandy, throw us a good game.
Hopefully. And then just real quick, I mean, before we move on, the American League is actually down to just 3 teams now. Boston. What happened to Detroit?
They had a 15-game lead, and it has evaporated. And yes, the season series is controlled by
Cleveland.
So
Do they play each other anymore?
They're in a series right now.
Okay. Dang.
And Detroit lost last night, which tied them up. And like I said, because the season series is controlled by Cleveland.
I tell you what, though,
They have the
Seattle,
lead
they
now.
went on a hell of a run to take the American League West out of Houston's hands.
Well, I mean, what did I just say? Cleveland had a 50, Detroit had a 15-game lead. And it's gone.
Right.
They've lost 7 in a row, and what is that? 10 out of 11? It looks like. Really going on a big-time skid, starting with they lost the last one to the Yankees, and then they lost a couple to the Marlins. Got the last one of that series, but then got swept by Cleveland, got swept by the Braves, and now Cleveland is trying to sweep them again. Now it's only 1 game through that series, but
still, right.
trying to do it again. Speaking of Cleveland, did you see what happened to David Fry last night? Rough.
Yes.
Evidently, he got up and walked off, and a lot of people were saying that he was looking like he was okay. Hope to God that that's the case. Taking a 99-mile-an-hour fastball to the face is Tough. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he's not hurt.
I don't know what else to say about that, but that's a rough one. And then let's take it away from the scary news. We can talk about the amazing play that happened last night. I think it was last night in the Twins. I think it was a Twins game. With the, hang on, I saw it a few moments ago with the guy who dove out of the way.
The
amazing slide.
The Matrix slide is what I read in the comics or comments.
Yeah, it makes sense for them saying that.
But yeah, that was insane.
And so here's the craziest part about the whole wild card, like
Ryan Fitzgerald,
okay, about the whole American League wild card standings. Detroit, I said it a moment ago, was up 15 games on Cleveland. Now is just one game up for the last wild card spot.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Over here, I wonder who owns the season series in that.
I'm going to try and find it. Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
The Tigers won it 4-2.
So if they tie, the Tigers are in.
Yep. Which is good because, Detroit for the longest time was my front runner who was going to represent the American League. Now when we talk baseball next week, because it'll be the postseason, that might change depending on where they go in the bracket.
Yeah, the Astros won the first 2 games of the series and then lost the last 4.
Anything else in the realm of baseball?
I don't think so.
All right. Then I think that...
I guess just for the last time, well, maybe for the last time, we'll see. Pick the Reds record over the last week, the final week of the season.
I think we kind of did it a few minutes ago. I said they got to go 5-0.
That's what they got to do, but what do you think they're going to do?
I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go 5-0. We got to do it. I want us to do it. I'm just gonna go 5-0. I don't even know who we're playing or pitching up against. Should I look at that first?
Steens. They have an Ashcraft, and then game 1 in Milwaukee, we get Mizorowski versus Littell. And today it's Green for us and Lodolo tomorrow. I want to be optimistic. I just feel like the Reds are just going to screw this up. I'm going to say 2-3. Going to win one of these Pirates games. And then after it doesn't matter, going to maybe win the last 2 in Milwaukee. But I could see it being worse than that.
Or
I said 2-3, and then I said 3 wins. Yeah, it could be 2-3. Or it could be 3-2. I could get... But yeah, I just feel like every time this team gives us the hope, they take it right away. And, if they do get to the playoffs, they could be dangerous. But I'm kind of think it's over. Milwaukee, we played bad against the bad teams, and we really just hoping that the Mets...
That's all we can do.
Screwed up worse.
So
that's all we can do.
If we go, if you said what, 2-3 or 3-2, which one are you going with?
I'll go 2-3.
So if the Mets win one more game, just one game out, we're in.
Yeah, that's what the Reds need. Because I could totally see it coming down to that, and just the Reds just screwing it up down the stretch. I hope I'm wrong, but.
All right, so that will do it for the college football. That'll do it for baseball. And then, do we want to go college football next, or do you want to talk about the...
Let's go college football.
Okay, because we can run through that pretty quick. Let's see. Last week, You went 18-4. I went 17-5 in games picked.
What was
Fucking Michigan and Nebraska. Which I watched that game. I was watching it for a while, and Royola looked good. I think he had. Let me pull it up. I want to be for sure. I mean, he
had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. And that one Hail Mary right before the half, that really did it. But yeah, we can go through. Let's see. LSU walks away from Southeast Louisiana, 56-10.
I'm so shocked.
Florida.
I thought that was going to be a nail biter.
Oh, jeez. Florida, they're just lagging with DJ Lagway. It is just a hot mess. I guess it's at this point, whose seat is hotter, Billy Napier or Dabo? Because I mean, at least Napier's losing to teams he's supposed to be losing to. Dabo was a 17.5 point favorite against Syracuse.
I kind of feel like it's more likely. I feel like Dabo's seat might be hotter, but it's less likely that he gets fired because he's Dabo.
Through the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a disappointing year, but it'd be shocking for them to fire Dabo, in my opinion.
Oregon continues their run, 41-7 over Oregon State, their in-state rival. Kent State actually put 10 points on the board, but not enough to beat Florida State 66. Texas, Arch looked decent. I mean, granted, you're supposed to, and when you're playing the Sam Houston, I don't even know what the hell they are. Cougars, I'm going to guess. Let's just take a look at Arch's stats. 18 of 21, so very efficient. 309 yards and 3 touchdowns. 5 carries, 11 yards, and 2 more touchdowns. So it's a 5 touchdown day for him. Did he catch one? Let me look. Just in case. Nope, okay. And that builds that's got to help build his confidence up a little bit because they play Florida this week, but they got to. Well, I can say it was going to be tough before Mateer was not going to be out for a month. Now I don't know how good Oklahoma's going to be without him.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. He was the most explosive quarterbacks in college football, and it's a big loss.
I mean, oh my God, he's going to miss Kent State, Texas, South Carolina, Missouri, and Tennessee are what he's projected to miss. He can come back for good Lord, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU are the final 3 he can come back for.
So I need to see more from Texas. They might be able to get through that with Brent Venables' defense. Arch has to be better. He's got to be better. I'm one of the biggest Manning fans that there is. He's got to be better. He's looking more like his grandpa than his uncles.
Archie wasn't horrible, but
he wasn't good.
No.
Talk about paper tigers getting exposed. Illinois.
Oh God. Yeah.
9th ranked team in the country puts up 10 points and loses by 53. Sheesh.
They fell all the way to, I think, 23rd. 21st. Good Lord. Yeah.
Drubbing. Texas Tech goes into Utah and comes out with a big win.
Yeah, that was bad.
Looked really good. A little surprised at how lopsided that one was.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oklahoma survives the threat from Auburn, but I mean they go to 4-0. We'll see how they go. I mean, you got Kent State to get your backup ready for this week or in 2 weeks. So we'll see. Tulane, nope. They just rode the wave right back out of Ole Miss.
Yep, no chance there, sadly for.
And Ole Miss was only 8.5 point favorites. The bookie got that right. Tennessee bounce backs big way over. I didn't know Trent Dilfer was the head coach at UAB.
Mm-hmm. She got caught texting on the sideline. He was probably texting a coordinator or whatever. but
No,
still
he
people made
was-
a big deal about it.
Because somebody asked him, "Why you have your phone out?" Because he was sending a video because his daughter, I guess, is pregnant and was in labor, and so he sent her a video of because she went to Tennessee. So
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Georgia Tech, they look good. Stays undefeated over Temple. Good Lord, Vanderbilt. There we go. 7. There was times when we were younger, Vanderbilt probably didn't even put up 70 points in a season.
Remember the year that their punter had more yards
Yes,
in his career than their offense did, or
that
something
was
like
horrible.
that?
More punt yards than, yeah, that was bad. Michigan, they survived Nebraska.
Yeah, and you mentioned that Hail Mary. I actually haven't seen it yet. So
Oh, we're
I'm-
going to
I'm-
watch
I'm-
live Andy's reaction?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if I can get the. We're doing an ad right now, but let's pull up the volume a little bit. Yeah, because I don't know what I was doing on Saturday when it happened, but I was not watching it. But I got all the notifications and everything, and then when I went to go and watch it, I couldn't find the notification. 1 second on the clock. Oh! He just kind of, it looked like he kind of just ran up in front of the crowd last second. Here's the second look. Yeah, he was kind of way off to the middle of the field and jumped in there last minute, it looks like. And just barely in the end zone too.
Right. Kind of remembers, what was that, a few years ago on that Thursday night game against Green Bay and Detroit, and Rodgers threw that last one and it got deflected, but it fell right into the tight end's hands in the end zone. Yeah. But yeah, so Matt Rule definitely has Nebraska treading in the right direction in year 3 with them.
When you could even see it the last couple of years, it's just like
He's finally got a good quarterback with him, though. And they
with a little bit of experience.
and the rest of their schedule is kind of in their favor. I mean, you got Michigan State, Maryland, Minnesota, Northwestern, USC, UCLA, Penn State, and Iowa. They close out the year, so.
That late game at Penn State is the big one, but they could be a sneaky team to get into the playoffs, maybe. Especially if they win that Penn State game.
Right. Let's see where we at. Missouri survives South Carolina. Purdue.
Gets walloped.
Yeah, that was just a quick scenic route. Trip around the state of Indiana and back home.
Yep.
And then
By Notre Dame.
Then USC beats Michigan State 45-31.
That being said, though, even though Purdue lost by 26 points, their quarterback had more yards than Notre Dame. C.J. Carr only had 223 passing yards and 2 touchdowns to Ryan Brown's 250 passing yards.
See, Carr is not the greatest quarterback. I mean, he's been in their 2 losses, he's struggled. He's unable to read the defense. He tries to extend plays and gets sacked. So, is that this week or next week that you guys play them?
It's this week, I'm pretty sure.
Next week. They got Arkansas this week.
Got you, okay.
So, I mean, and you guys have a good defense, I think. Still returned some last year, right?
So we got some good dudes on defense. As a team, we're not the greatest tackling team. Like if we were a much better tackling team, I think that's kind of an obvious thing to say. It would be a much better defensive team. So let's hope to God we can tackle in a couple weeks.
The picture I sent you talking about the hardships in Carolina. Both Carolinas, actually. Ooh, out of the 12 college football teams that play Division I football in the state of North and South Carolina, 8 of them lost. And the only reason Duke won is because they played NC State. So it could have been more. But yeah, it is
One of the
just
Carolina teams had to win.
it's just troubling times for the 2 Carolina states. And Belichick, God Lord, ooh, I don't know what he's doing over there.
Have they won it all yet?
One.
They got one?
They got one, I believe.
Yeah, I was kind of one of those people that thought that he was going to be able to come into college football and, you know, turn the program around and make them legit. I'm wrong. I don't know if they're not buying what he's preaching or...
I'm sorry, they got 2 wins. Oh, well, they beat Charlotte and they beat Richmond. Never mind. They got Clemson next week. That could actually be a very entertaining game for the 2 of them. Which one's going to get above 500?
Yeah, I would be kind of shocked if Clemson doesn't kill him.
I think for Clemson's sake, they have to. Let's see. The rest of the North Carolina schedule, they got Cal, Virginia, Syracuse, Stanford, Wake, Duke, and NC State. Not going to get any easier there for you, Bill.
Yeah, well, and it's not a good thing that your thing is kind of defense. And
I mean, it'll be good for Cal and Stanford because they have no offense, but
well, I'm just saying it's not a good thing that you're kind of known for defense and you give up in 2 games. You give up, what is that? That is 82 points. Yeah, 82 points. And the other 2 games you gave up 9, but like you said, that's against Charlotte and Richmond,
yeah,
which are known as cities and not as
football teams.
or any kind of sporting teams.
Yeah, I can't even say anything. Richmond's not good in basketball either for the A10.
Neither is Charlotte, or win whatever conference they're in.
Oh, say, are we ready to pick some games in this week?
I guess.
All right. Starting off Friday, and I know this is ESPN does it weird, so we're just going to go in the way I have it. Florida State goes on the road to take on Virginia. Florida State only a 6.5 point favorite. I don't think that'll matter for the Seminoles. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take them.
I kind of agree.
And we're not picking baseball or basketball schools for football games.
This might be the line like last week where
the Tulane Ole Miss.
where it was like, yeah, this one's gonna be close. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
it's not.
I might take Florida State plus 10. There might be some serious value there. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm not.
I hope not, because I might copy it.
Just because, what's his name? Is it Cade or Chris? Chandler Morris. Just because Chandler Morris has thrown for over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 1 interception this year. I'm not buying it. It's Virginia.
True. Georgia Tech going on the road to take on Wake Forest. They 13.5 point favorites is Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I'm picking.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Haynes King.
Are they Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
What are they? Okay,
Yellow Jackets. Why is it only showing me ACC games?
I don't know. I'll take the other Friday game. Since
right.
Somehow we got skipped. TCU and Arizona State. Hey, you were talking about the hardships of the Carolinas. How about the strong suit going on in Texas? There's either 4 or 5 Texas teams that are ranked.
Is it really?
Yeah.
TCU, Texas.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Um,
Baylor was ranked. It looks like they just fell
A&M.
out. And A&M. So yeah, there's 4. But I'm gonna take Arizona State though. I'm gonna go not really an upset because they're getting 3.5 at home.
I'm actually going to skip that one and come back because I'm trying to look at some stuff.
All right. We picked Georgia Tech. What? Number 21 USC at number 23 Illinois. USC getting 6.5. I am probably not going to pick Illinois at all the rest of the year.
You said, what was that game? I'm sorry.
USC at Illinois.
Yeah, USC seems like they might be legit this year. That's a long flight halfway across the country. I don't believe in Illinois, but I don't believe that much in the California boys either. So I guess I'll go with Illinois this time.
All right. Notre Dame at Arkansas.
I'm picking Notre Dame this one. This is probably just a head pick. I need them to win every other game this season outside of the Boise State game. I need for them to be good to try and pump up our resume.
I'm going to take the Razorbacks.
Yeah, they actually have former Boise State quarterback Talon Green. They're still, I don't know how, it seems like he's been in college for 7 years.
Well, so was,
Maybe.
who was it? Cam Rising? And
Yep. Got almost 1,200 passing yards so far, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So he does a lot. He's also their leading rusher with 360 rushing yards, two on the ground. So he's a fantastic athlete.
What made him leave? Just not playing time?
He ended up losing his starting job because he's kind of careless with the ball sometimes. And then, well, I don't know how much Arkansas paid him, but I'm sure he's making good money to play there.
That's
so
true.
good for him.
Utah State at Vandy.
And I must say, it's it seems as though it's working out for him. I feel like he'll probably be a backup quarterback in the league somewhere, and like he's a talented dude, and like he's had success there. They're not like the greatest team in the world, but he's able to go out and ball out. So I've always been a big Talon Green fan. You said Utah State and Vandy?
Yeah.
I want to pick Utah State, but no.
21.5 point underdogs they are.
Yeah, I'll pick Vandy.
Yep. Ohio State going on the road to Washington. I'm taking Ohio State.
I'm taking Ohio State too, but I'll take Washington in the points actually, because I've not been impressed by Julian Sain. I was mixing up him and the Tennessee quarterback, Joey Aguilar.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed by him so far this year.
Yeah. Can't afford to start slow like we did 2 weeks ago against Ohio.
Yeah.
A ranked game, or our second ranked game of this weekend. Number 4 LSU and number 13 Ole Miss. I want all the craziness in the SEC this year, so I'm taking Ole Miss to beat LSU. Lane Kiffin's going to get a game there.
Was it this last weekend that Chip Kelly went off on the or Brian Kelly, I'm sorry, wrong name. Was it this last weekend that Brian Kelly went off on the reporter for saying something about their offense, or was it the week
That was
before?
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But yeah.
I just feel like, it's like once every 5-6 years or so, LSU is really, really good. And I think this is kind of that year. And I think they got a chip on their shoulder. He is pissed off, and it's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna pick LSU. Mm-hmm. Remember my title, my championship pick at the beginning of the season was LSU and Clemson, a rematch from Game 1. It's not gonna happen at this point.
Clemson ain't happening.
But hey, LSU's got a chance.
Right. Auburn at number 9, A&M. A&M favored by 6.5. I'm gonna take the Aggies.
Me as well.
Indiana at Iowa. Indiana just looked too good, and hopefully that just wasn't Illinois looked bad, but see how Indiana goes in this year.
Yeah, I'm going to take Indiana, not because I actually think they're that good, but because I just don't think that Iowa can score.
Let's see, Indiana. Upcoming schedule, they got Oregon in 2 weeks, and then Penn State a week after that, so it's going to make or break their schedule right there.
So against Rutgers, which is 3-1. Let's see who they've played. Probably a bunch of nobody so far. Ohio, Miami, Norfolk State. Yep. And Iowa. So, but is the only they've only played 2. You could even say okay teams if you're counting Rutgers. The other team is Iowa State, and they scored 13 points against Iowa State. They scored 38 against Rutgers, but how good actually is Rutgers? I don't think that very good. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think I'm picking Indiana. Like the Iowa's offense is atrocious.
Tennessee at Mississippi State. I'm going to keep riding with the Vols. I like Aguilar.
Yep.
I don't think I can trust the Bulldogs, Mississippi. Even though they're undefeated, I don't.
Yeah, it seems fake.
Arizona at Iowa State. Battle of undefeated. So first one will get their first loss of the regular season and conference play.
I'm going to stick with Rocco Becht.
Yep.
And Iowa State.
Here we go. Good
Big
one.
One of the big. It's probably. I don't think I can call it the biggest one of the weekend, because the one that is listed right under it. Like, the rankings are higher, but the one that's listed right under it feels like the big one this weekend. Mm-hmm. Oregon and Penn State.
Oregon. I'm going Oregon. James Franklin cannot win the big games.
It's at Penn State. I'm an Oregon guy. Like, kinda, because, like, I don't know, I've always kind of rooted for Oregon a little bit. But I think I'm going with Penn State this time.
Holy shit.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah, yes.
Alabama and Georgia. It feels like the big one this weekend.
This one's hard. It's because Alabama can't afford to get a second loss, because then they'll be on the outside of the playoffs, or at that bottom spectrum of looking at the playoffs. But I don't like Georgia's quarterback.
So I don't like Georgia's quarterback either, but their wide receivers really, in that Tennessee game, really kind of impressed me. Mm-hmm. And if you just got a guy that can deliver it to your athletes on the outside, they can make plays happen. And I think Gunnar Stockton's good enough to do that.
I'm picking
Georgia.
UMass and Missouri, don't have to ask. Minutemen are going to hope those minutes tick by quicker.
Mm-hmm. BYU and Colorado.
See, this is another good one. This was a game last year. I think BYU, it was a close game, and then BYU, I think, ended up just blowing the brakes off of them.
That may be true. It's a 6.5 point favorite for
I'm
BYU.
taking the Cougars.
I'm picking the Mormons. It's the same difference, I guess.
You have to pick the...
Yeah, it was one at the very top.
There was one up there. If you want some more time to think about it, I have a couple.
What was it? Was it the TCU game?
Yep.
Take TCU.
All right. Then a couple unranked games. I got Duke and Syracuse. Syracuse coming off that big win over Clemson last week. I'm going to take Duke.
I was kind of thinking that too. They're riding high. They're going to be reading their own press clippings, and
they're going to get juiced. Baylor, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State firing Mike Van Gundy yesterday.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that.
I didn't realize he'd been there for 20 years.
Yeah, ain't that nuts?
Mm-hmm. Guess it doesn't matter how long you've been there. You start. I don't think they're 0-3, but you start that bad.
What was the game? You said Oklahoma State and who?
Baylor. App State, Boise State.
Got to go with Boise. Even I like some of the pieces on defense. Mm-hmm. I don't think I like the defensive coordinator. I hope that's the problem, and we can fix that at some point here in the upcoming future. Because, like I said, the tackling is an issue at times.
Last one I have, Kentucky and South Carolina. South Carolina -6.5 at home.
I'll take South Carolina.
I will as well. All right, so that shall do it for college football for this week. Now let's transition over to the NFL. All right, do we want to recap first, or do you want to talk about the Hall of Fame stuff? It's whatever you want to do.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Hall of Fame, I guess.
All right, I found the article, so.
Okay. Because I also just refound it.
Okay.
So I guess let's start off with the quarterbacks. 'Cause that's kind of where the list starts. There's 128 on the modern players era list. And we are going to go through some of the top guys and who we think, which ones we think should make it in. Not necessarily all
at once.
all that we think should make it in, but we're going to talk about some big ones, some guarantees that I would say. Mm-hmm. So quarterbacks, there's 10 guys on the list. Drew Brees, I think that one's
Obvious.
absolutely obvious.
Yeah.
Randall Cunningham. So maybe.
That's a maybe. He won didn't win a Super Bowl. Took him to a Super Bowl.
Had some fantastic stats. Mm-hmm. Jake Delhomme, I don't think so. Rich Gannon, Jeff Garcia, Eli Manning, Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, Phillip Rivers, and Alex Smith. I hope this isn't a controversial take. I love Eli Manning so much. His career was not really that impressive, though.
Nope. I think he was like 1 or 2 games above 500.
I think you're right. His Super Bowls are
why he will get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and I think,
and even the bigger one, it's the one
kinda,
that ended the Patriots' perfect season.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of obvious. I think you can say that about a lot of players. Like, oh yeah, they don't get in the Hall of Fame if they don't get their Super Bowls. But it's like very, very true with him. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if there's something, and I might get a lot of flack for this, because how can you be like the Giants aren't a great organization when they have so many Super Bowls? But I don't know if it's something like, and they aren't a great organization. I don't know exactly what it is. But everyone thinks that Tom Coughlin is an all-time great coach. And they were awful for a large part of Eli's career and Tom Coughlin's career there. And they had a ton of great defensive players on that team. They even had some really good offensive players on that team. And they were able to break through a couple times and won the Super Bowl. And I'm not trying to take anything away from them, won 2 Super Bowls and everything. But with all those good players, and it's so hard to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
But with all that talent, you would have just thought that, because even if, for example, the Rams, this recent Rams team, they only won 1 Super Bowl, but then you look at the teams 3, 4, 5 years ahead of it and 3, 4, 5 years after it. For the most part, those teams are winning 10 games and are pretty good teams, even with all of the injury issues that they've dealt with. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't necessarily the case with the Giants. And as you said, that Eli is just a game or 2 above 500. He is exactly 500 in his career, 117 and 117.
Oh, well then.
Love Eli.
I do.
No hate.
Love him on the Manning cast and all that. But I think it's just those Super Bowls is what's going to be the nod for him to go in.
After 2016.
Was that their last Super Bowl?
They had, I don't remember.
Oh.
Maybe.
I could look it up then.
But after 2016, after 2013, 2016 was the only year that he started that they had a positive record. And I'm not saying that's all on him. Not at all. But
2012 was their last Super Bowl. So yeah.
And they were 9-7 that year. And then the year that they won the Super Bowl, was it 17?
Most Super Bowls,
or
yeah.
Was the first one? Was it
7 or 8? They were the wild card weekend that game too.
Yeah, they won 10 games. Just barely got in.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Rest of the quarterbacks on that list. Gannon, he took the Raiders to the Super Bowl, but that was it. I don't really think so. Garcia he bounced around a lot. He wasn't horrible. McNabb, here comes a hot take. I think McNabb was just an average quarterback on a good team.
I get that.
McNair, I don't think so. Phillip Rivers, I think he'll get in because he has 17,000 children.
He's got ridiculous stats.
But yes,
too.
his longevity and he played. All but 1 year with the Chargers. He put up numbers that probably won't ever be passed in Chargers. And then Alex Smith. I'd love to see Alex Smith go, but I just don't think so.
Yeah, no, me neither. And as much as you like Phillip Rivers, it's like some of those teams that he was on were really, really, really good, and they're never able to get over the hump. Mm-hmm. And
I think they only got out of the divisional round once in his whole time.
Maybe twice. I think it was twice.
Twice?
Or wait. No, they got out of the wild card round against the Bengals. My bad. So yeah, maybe you're right. Only made it. Because I think they only made it to one AFC championship game. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And his numbers are crazy: 63,000 yards, 421 touchdowns to 209 picks. Ridiculous numbers. So yeah, I think he'll get in because of that. And there's no hate from me to Phillip Rivers.
No hate either.
He could just never get over the hump.
We took him. He took us to the playoffs with a rookie quarterback and all that, or rookie running back with Taylor. Running backs, I'll take this one. Oh shit, there's 21. Sean Alexander, Mike Allstott, Tiki Barber, Larry Centers, Jamal Charles, Corey Dillon, Warwick Dunn, Arian Foster, Eddie George. Kind of surprised he's not already in the Hall of Fame. I thought he was. Frank Gore, Priest Holmes, Steven Jackson, Chris Johnson, Thomas Jones, Jamal Lewis, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, Eric Metcalf, who's also listed as a special teams returner and a wide receiver, Lorenzo Neal, Fred Taylor, and Ricky Waters.
There should just be a kind of like in recruiting from high school to college, that it should just kind of be that there should be a category for just athletes. For like that Eric Metcalf guy, because he just does it all.
Oh, I'm not going to get a running back. Let me try a wide receiver or punt returner.
You're just in as an athlete. There you go. Doesn't matter what position. You're just a baller, dude. So from the running back category, I think there's a couple of ones that may be easy, and then a couple of ones that it's like I hope at some point they're able to get in, but I totally get it how everyone can't get in. Mm-hmm. Sean Alexander.
Yes.
Corey Dillon's numbers were stupid, dude. I think he had maybe. Let me look it up before I say it. I don't want to sound stupid.
Just take a Tylenol. I'll edit that out.
That might be smart.
While you're looking up that,
he had 11,000 rushing yards.
Yeah, I think that should get.
And the only times he didn't rush for over 1,000 yards, there were 3 times in his career. One was the last year with the Bengals, and he immediately turned around from that last season with the Bengals and had 1,600 rushing yards and 21. Excuse me, that's the wrong category. And 12 rushing touchdowns with the Patriots in 2004 when they won the Super Bowl. I think he probably gets in, but I'm also a Bengals fan, so I don't want to say that too strongly. Maybe Chris Johnson, because he's
I would say
CJ2K.
Marshawn Lynch just needs to get in off of Beastquake.
Yeah. Frank Gore, I feel like he's got to get in.
Yeah, he just has the longevity factor. I mean, hell, he played for San Francisco, Miami, Buffalo, Indy. I'm probably forgetting a couple easy ones off the top of my head. But, I mean, he's probably got to have
16,000 career rushing yards.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Frank Gore's
He's in.
Somehow only had 81 rushing touchdowns, though.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dang.
But at 34 years old. He had 261 carries for 961 yards. That's not like the greatest average. That's only 3.7 yards per carry.
But for 34 years old.
Kill it, my man. And then the year after, he got he got over 100 less carries for 722 yards and an average 4.5 yards a carry.
Damn.
So his usage went down, but he had a better year.
Still had productivity.
Yeah. He was gassed. Played until 2020 at the age of 37. That's like a 75-year-old running back. Almost played until his son
I was about to say, what? His son came in, 2 years later? 3 years later? Mm-hmm. But other ones on the list, I would love to see Mike Allstott in there. I mean, growing up, I loved watching A-Train run. I mean, he just put his head down and he plowed over your ass. Work done, had nice numbers for the Falcons back in the early 2000s. Eddie George. And I think maybe Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes may be the only other ones I would consider. I mean, LaShawn McCoy had a couple good years, but I don't think he did anything to get in.
Oh, he was undrafted in 2024. So he didn't quite make it that long.
Okay.
Anyways, that doesn't really matter. So is that it on running backs?
Yeah, did you have any that you could go in or not?
You know, it's one of those things where you got to go back and kind of look at a lot of the numbers because it's been a while. But at 7,500 career yards, probably not.
Yeah,
you need to deal with a lot of injuries. Yeah, so I'd say not. That's probably it. I mean, Fred Taylor. Did we say Fred Taylor? He had over 11,000 yards.
Yeah, that was the only other one I think I had. Moving on to receivers.
Yep.
All right.
Anquan Bolden, Donald Driver, Larry Fitzgerald, Torrey Holt, Chad Johnson, Brandon Lloyd, Brandon Marshall, Derek Mason, Herman Moore, Muhsin Muhammad, Jordy Nelson, Jimmy Smith, Rod Smith, Steve Smith, Heinz Ward, Reggie Wayne, Wes Welker, Roddy White.
Okay, so I think there's one that we can start off with for sure, and it's Larry Fitzgerald. Guy had more tackles than he did drop passes in his career.
Best stats ever.
And then other ones that I think could be on the line of in would be Steve Smith. And I don't want to sound like a homer, but Reggie Wayne.
After saying that, it's hard for you to not sound like a homer.
I know.
I don't hate Reggie Wayne. Hang on. Steve Smith had over 14,000 career receiving yards. Hang on, here's something to look up.
What?
What's the average stats of Hall of Fame wide receivers?
Okay. Hopefully somebody broke it down.
Hall of Fame wide receivers typically have over 10,000 yards, which can be skewed between eras, obviously, da-da-da-da. So
I did find somebody. So
you just take that as a baseline. Steve Smith is well over that threshold.
So I guess AI, thank you. One good thing for AI. 748 receptions, 11,500 yards, and 90 touchdowns in 180 games.
Is the average?
Is the average. So let's take a look at, I'll do Reggie Wayne.
I feel like Torrey Holt's definitely got those numbers. That'd be wild if he
Let's see,
didn't.
Reggie Wayne.
Torrey Holt had 920 catches, 13,000 yards, and 74 touchdowns.
All right, Reggie Wayne had 1,070 receptions, 14,375 yards, and
Sheesh,
82
Peyton.
touchdowns. Oh, between him and Harrison.
Sheesh, Peyton.
His most receptions in a single season was 111. Back the year we won the Super Bowl.
I mean, I guess it goes to Andrew Luck too, but that's wild.
We have No, I don't. 1 year with Andrew Luck. He had 106 receptions.
I was going to say, I knew they played together at least a year, and it was kind of like a revival season for Hines Ward. 1,000 career catches, 12,000 career yards,
All right.
and 85 touchdowns. So there's a fair amount of these guys that could make it. The question is, when are they going to make it?
Right. I don't think Wes Welker has those kind of stats, but let me look him up. Not Sam. What the hell is
Anquan Bolden had 1,000, had over 1,000 receptions, 1,300, or excuse me, over 13,000 yards and 80 touchdowns.
See, Wes Welker only had 903 catches for 9,992 yards and 50 touchdowns.
That's a lot of short stuff.
5-time Pro Bowl selection, and what he won? 3 Super Bowls, I think. 2 with New England and 1 with whatchamacallit, Peyton. The only other one I might look at is Roddy White, I believe.
Shockingly enough, Donald Driver's got over 10,000 yards.
Really?
I mean, I guess maybe it's not shocking, but 10,000 yards, 61 touchdowns.
Oh,
There's so many good wide.
There is. Roddy White, though, I mean, only 800 catches, 10,800 yards, and 63 touchdowns. So, yeah, that's on the cusp. Anybody else in wide receivers? Did you look at Chad Johnson?
I didn't, because I like Chad a lot, but
Let me look him
don't
up.
think he was quite good enough. I think his numbers are probably actually maybe fair short of what a lot of these guys are.
766 catches, 11,059 yards, and 67 touchdowns.
I would be kind of shocked if the writers let him in.
Yeah.
Because he's
Unless
such
there's a new
character.
there's a new wing in the Hall of Fame with penalty money. Tight ends. This one might be a little bit easier. Vernon Davis, Zach Miller, Greg Olson, Wesley Walls, Delaney Walker, and Jason Witten.
Jason Witten.
Yeah.
I think that's a big obvious one. I think that's kind of it. I like all the other guys, but I mean, when we're talking about Hall of Fame, that's the elite of the elite.
Let's see. Oh, now we're getting into some. I mean, there'll be some recognizable names, but I mean, I just don't know how you gauge offensive linemen.
Some offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Willie Anderson,
Yeah.
definitely got to make it, in my opinion, and that's not just because he was a Bengal. He's amazing. Let's not even say all these names.
Yeah.
But let's just go through maybe the ones that, in my opinion, could/should probably make it.
I think Ryan Khalil could. I think he had a long enough career as a center. Nick Mangold, I'm just going to go homer there.
A local guy.
Yeah.
Ryan Clady was a great lineman in the league for a long time. And obviously, not all these guys are going to make it this year, or maybe even next year, or maybe even the year after. But these are just guys that I think had fantastic careers, so we're going to highlight them. Jeff Saturday.
Yep. Just not coaching.
Right.
Logan Mankins.
Marquise Pouncey.
Yeah. Joe Staley's about the only other one on there, I think.
Marshall Yonda.
Oh, I just saw his
great
name
guard.
under there. Yeah. What was that lineman for the Browns? Joe Thomas. When he'll be a no doubter once he finally gets eligible.
Is he not eligible yet?
I think he just retired like a year or two after COVID, didn't he?
What? I thought he was already in.
(2018)
Yeah, so he's already in.
Oh.
Unanimous. Oh, wait. That's All American Honors. What?
Yep, 2023.
I was going to say, there is no way. That would have been nuts, but yeah. Defensive line. John Abraham, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Gino had a fantastic career. That's a tough one, though. I don't know.
Yeah. Doomerville had a good career. Is it Hall of Fame? That'll be close.
Vince Wilfork.
Yeah. Haloti Ngata just should get in before his name. Simeon Rice had that good stretch when Tampa was good back in the early 2000s and on that Super Bowl run that they had, but is he going to get in? I don't know. Linebackers.
Navarro Bowman was an absolute dog. Lance Briggs, that name brings me back, baby.
Teddy Bruschi.
Is a fun one to watch. Teddy Bruschi, yeah, how is he not in there yet?
I know.
That seems wild. Takeo Spikes.
See the name? Yeah.
T. Sizzle. James Harrison. The Hall of Scare.
Yeah.
Just
AJ Hawk, he just had a lot of injuries.
Luke Kuechly.
Another injury guy. Same with Clay Matthews.
Defensive back. Look, how about some of these names? Eric Berry.
Oh my.
Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
Rodney Harrison.
D'Angelo Hall.
Yep. Asante Samuel.
Yep.
Yeah, his kid's in the league now. Patrick Surtain.
Isn't his kid in the league?
His kid's in the league now. They're two fantastic corners. Earl Thomas.
Oh. Peanut Tillman. Darren Woodson wasn't bad, but I don't think he had the perfect numbers. Kickers and punters.
There's a name or two on here. David Akers.
Yeah.
Jason Hanson.
John Casey played forever. Shane Leckler played forever.
Adam Vinatieri.
He should probably get in.
Responsible for how many Super Bowls?
At least 2 for Brady.
Didn't he help Peyton get one too? Or am I mistiming that?
No, the one Peyton that Indy won, we kind of took it to the Bears in the second half. And then 2 special teamers, Josh Cribbs and Brian Mitchell.
It's so hard for me for special teamers.
It is. I mean, Josh Cribbs, yes, he had a lot of nice returns and all that, but I don't even think he's in the top 2 in return yards or touchdowns.
See, I don't know. Like I said, it's just so hard for guys like that. Because they can have a big effect on the game, but they only have really that effect on the game. Because he wasn't like a particularly
He wasn't a great wide receiver. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much of them get in over the years. Hopefully most of them do. 'Cause, I mean, we watched them all every week for many years.
Those guys were absolutely fantastic players. All right. Now to the NFL, actually, to talk about games from last week and on to next week.
Buffalo survives Miami. I know it's weird to say it because they won by 10, but I mean, Miami made it close in the fourth quarter. Had it down to one. No, I think they tied it early in the fourth quarter, but then ended up letting go. But
yeah, I just have no trust in Miami.
Yeah.
So,
could this be the last year of Mike McDaniels as a head coach?
It's possible. How about the shocker of the weekend? The Packers lose to the Browns.
Hey,
and did you hear?
That's the Browns Super Bowl right there.
Did you hear Matt LaFleur come out talking about his team after the game and how he was upset that they were reading their own press clippings about how good they were and how they were going to go undefeated and this and that? And how in week 3 are you think, yeah, sure, you killed the
Giants week 1.
You killed the Lions.
Lions week 1.
And then you beat you put it down on the Commanders last week, and those were 2 really good teams last year, and you're feeling good. How is it in week 3 that you're that full of yourself?
You can't overlook any team.
And the Browns prove that.
Yeah. All the Browns fans are probably like, where the hell was this kicker week 1? We could have beat the Bengals.
Yeah,
but, yeah. Colts, well, we finally had to punt this season.
Yeah, it just
took halfway through the third quarter, but we finally had to punt.
That offense has been something else so far.
Daniel Jones, I mean, he's looking like the year that they won, the Giants went to the playoffs. I mean, he's looking good. He's got a good system. And I was looking back. I mean, you look at the Giants get rid of Saquon Barkley. He rushes for 2,000 yards and in an MVP season. Daniel Jones, you trade him away, and now he's 3-0, looking like a Pro Bowler through the first 3 weeks of the season too. So it's just the Giants.
800 yards, only 3 passing touchdowns, but
I think he's got 4 rushing though, or at least 3.
Not turning the ball over, and yes, 3 rushing touchdowns. And not turning the ball over has been a big thing in his career. So. Bengals Vikings. Bengals got beaten down.
That was
not pretty.
no, but I mean, hey,
I was watching
the Vikings, they just
the Steelers game instead.
ball hawking defense, just punching balls out.
It was ridiculous how many fumbles and this and that. Just the Bengals were finding new ways to turn it over in that one. And then the game, like I just said, I was actually watching the Steelers game instead. The Patriots finding new ways to just turn the ball over. I think it was 2 interceptions by May and maybe 3 fumbles, or maybe it was 1 interception and 4 fumbles. It was 1 interception and 4 fumbles. Just hang on to the ball. Just hang on to the ball. Ramondre Stevenson fumbled at the 3-inch line on the way into the end zone, and another time I'm pretty sure they were in the red zone. 3 fumbles by the running backs. Drake May lost another one. Ugh. Yuck. That's disgusting if you are a Patriots fan in Vrabel. But hey, dude, I believe in Drake May. There's chaos around him. He looks good though.
Yeah.
Like for having all that chaos around him. The Eagles looked like they were going to take the first loss of the season, and then out of nowhere, I mean, they were down.
They were down 19-7 at the half.
At half, yeah, and then they stormed back and ended up winning 33-16.
Oh, that blocked field goal that they returned for a touchdown. That's just
Dude, talk about all the missed kicks and defensive scores this week.
Oh, I think it was 5 blocked field goals this week, and it's like the second or the most in like I think 6 years.
Isaiah Rodgers for the Vikings got a pick 6, forced a fumble and returned that for 6, and I'm pretty sure he forced another fumble. There's some craziness going on across the league.
Yeah, special teams wins games apparently now.
All the time. The Buccaneers survive the Jets.
That was a wild one to watch. You have the game in essence won. You're setting up. Oh hell, I don't even know who Tampa's kicker. Oh, McLaughlin for a winning field goal, and it's blocked and returned, and the Jets take a 27-26 lead, and then, I mean, not even a couple. I think it was like less than 2 minutes left, and Baker leads them down. It's like, quit playing for the damn field goal. He just had it blocked, and then he made that one. But hopefully Mike Evans is okay.
He's expected to miss a couple more weeks, I'm pretty sure I saw.
Okay.
The Raiders got beaten down by
Marcus Mariota.
the backup quarterback, man.
Yeah.
The battle between 2 Boise State running backs, I guess you could say, is Jeremy McNichols had 4 rushes for 87 yards.
Oh.
Ashton Genty, I think I saw it was his best week so far, but that being said, yeah, he had 17 rushes for 63 yards. The problem is that my uncle texted me the other day, he's been hit behind the line of scrimmage on 57% of his carries.
Shit.
Just getting hit behind the line every single time he touches the ball, just about. So, all these idiots out here trying to act like he's not good. Like I said, you're just idiots because he doesn't have a good offensive line. What is he supposed to do? Like there's only so much he can do, you know.
Right. Hell, I don't know what the hell's going on with Atlanta and Carolina. Carolina, they looked bad their first 2 weeks, and now they just drop a 30-burger and shutting out the Falcons.
Michael Penix didn't look good. Threw a couple of picks and got benched for it.
They'll start waking up Grandpa Kirk because he might be coming in if he has another game.
I think he did come in.
Oh, he did come in?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Oh.
The Jags, they get to 2-1.
Yeah.
over the 0-3 Texans.
C.J. Stroud, is he just going into? He's still on his sophomore slump down into.
You thought he was getting out of it, but no. The Chargers and Justin Herbert find a way to rally.
The Broncos have lost back-to-back games on costly defensive penalties.
It's been ugly, yeah.
Seattle just went right. They performed in the Superdome, while the Saints look like they're going back to the Aints.
Yep.
Caleb Williams looked really good. 4 touchdowns. And Ben Johnson's first win as the head coach for the Bears over the Cowboys.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that the Cowboys looked so bad.
Yeah.
But hey, Jake Ferguson did everything he could to win me in fantasy this weekend. He had, 15 catches for 80 yards or something?
Yeah.
Wild number.
We'll see.
Jack, just keep feeding him. 13 for 82. Keep feeding him.
And who knows how long CD's going to be out, because he rolled his ankle. Why the hell are you having CD run the ball is beyond me. But Niners stay undefeated after a last-second field goal, winning there over Arizona. Arizona doesn't look as bad as what I thought they were going to.
Yeah, I had them as one of the worst teams in the league. I still think it might shake out that way, but...
Yeah, just get your 2 wins early. The Chiefs, they
snuck by.
They snuck by. If Russell Wilson could have hit any of his damn open receivers that he just overthrew, there was a chance. Nope, sorry, Russ. You might as well just retire, because they're starting Jackson Dart this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Russell Wilson's career is done.
But the Chiefs' offense...
It's not good either.
They got to figure something out,
Yeah.
because it has not been good.
Hopefully not this week.
Who are they playing this week?
No, well, Baltimore.
Oh.
So that'll be the last recap game. Lions get it done over the Ravens.
Jared Goff only threw for 202 yards.
I was pissed.
The Lions rushed for 224. Talk about pissed.
I'm 3-0 in fantasy.
I was up 0.3. So what were you even mad about? I don't want to hear it. I was up 0.3 points before the Lions went for it on 4th down. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They throw it to him for 10-ish yards. So I'm up 2.5, close to 3 points. And then all David Montgomery had to do was not score a 30-yard touchdown. And I win. But no, he has to... I almost said the Lions, but no, the Ravens, they can't tackle. And so they let him score.
Can't even push him out of bounds.
Can't even push him out of bounds, yeah. So they let him score, and I lost. Even though I had, like I said, St. Brown, and I have Jahmyr Gibbs combined for over 45 points in the game. Just get nothing out of it. I'm a very sad person today because of that. But that is the life of a fantasy football player.
I'm just sitting up here at the top of the league, 3-0.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
All right, so time to pick some games this week. Starting off on Thursday, you got the Seahawks going to Arizona.
I feel like Seattle.
I do
They're
too.
favored by 1.5 as well. The Vikings and the Steelers.
If this Vikings it's in Dublin too. If this Vikings defense performs the way it does, I'm still gonna take the Vikings.
I am as well.
Yeah. Vikings are staying overseas. I think they got London next week, so they're staying overseas for a while.
Wow.
Commanders at the Falcons. I'm taking Washington.
Yep.
Mariota looked decent.
Same.
Can we say Bills by $1 billion?
Yeah. The actual line is 15.5. That might be small.
Yeah. Browns and the Lions. I'm going to pick Detroit, but I mean, if this Browns with the best rushing defense in the league can somehow keep it up for this week too and can stop Gibbs and Montgomery, maybe there's a chance that Grandpa Joe can get a win over Jared Goff.
No chance. Lions are going to run roughshod all over them.
Panthers, Patriots. Jesus.
I think the Patriots.
I'm gonna agree there.
I trust in Drake May and in Vrabel.
Vrabel.
I don't think they're going to turn the ball over 5 times in back-to-back weeks.
Chargers at the Giants.
Against Harbaugh? I'm good.
Yeah.
Eagles, Bucks. Battle of 3-0. Someone's going to
I'm gonna take Tampa.
I'm going to take the Eagles because they're down
Evans.
Evans right now. Yeah.
Houston.
Although I do got to say, did you hear what Baker said to Emeka Mbuka about that fantastic one-handed grab he made down the sideline? He said, "Man, 2 hands. You disrespected my throw by catching it with 1 hand. 2 hands next time." And I was like, that's awesome. That's great. Go Baker.
Titans at the Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Texans because I feel like they gotta get off the snide at some point.
I'm gonna pick the @ symbol.
The CJ Stroud can't continue to be this bad. I mean, I guess maybe, but
I will take the Texans too.
Colts Rams
I'm riding with Indiana Jones.
fighting Daniel Joneses.
Fighting Daniel Joneses. The Flaming. No, not Flaming. That's never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts. You? Mm-hmm. Jacksonville and San Francisco. I'm gonna take San Francisco.
Me as well.
Mac Jones has looked good in his 2 starts.
I mean, I think Liam Cohen is kind of doing the right thing down there in Jacksonville, but I don't know if they're there yet. If they're going to be able to get that game. Yeah.
Ravens. Oh yeah, it is cross country. Ravens at the Chiefs. Baltimore can't. They can't. So I got to pick Baltimore.
I'm going to pick the Chiefs because
jeez.
I don't want to. I feel like Baltimore's going to win this game, but the Chiefs, they just find ways to win games where it's like there's no way. And then someone's like, I might not start Isaiah Pacheco in our fantasy league this week, and he's going to go for 250 yards. You know, that's just how it's going to work. Like, they'll just find a way to figure it out.
Bears and the Raiders. I never thought that I would pick Caleb Williams, really. But I'm going to take the Bears. I liked what I saw last week. Raiders, they just look abysmal. Pete Carroll, what are you doing?
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
All right.
I don't trust that pick, but I'm going with the Raiders. Cowboys-Packers on Sunday night.
This is just... this is horrible. Micah getting his return to Dallas. I think Micah's going to probably have four sacks in this game. He's just going to plant Dak and prove to Jerry Jones that it's like, you should have just paid me the money and all that.
I wouldn't be shocked. Jake Ferguson has 27 catches for 183 yards so far this season.
But Brandon Audrey is going to kick a 63-yard field goal to win the game.
That would be a very, very Dallas thing to do.
Because they can't do it, score a touchdown, so it's going to be a field goal battle.
I'm going to go Packers. Mm-hmm. But like I just said, it would be a very Cowboys thing to do, to lose the ones that they're supposed to win.
They're the Cincinnati Reds of NFL.
In a way.
Oh, God.
Jets, Dolphins.
First of all, why is there
happen?
2 Monday night games, and why the hell is this one of them? Jets and Dolphins.
Why are either of these one? I guess I get the second one, but I'm a fan of both of the teams in the second Monday night game, and
so you're just happy. You're just going to be happy because it's just a football game.
I might not watch it.
Oh,
I got a feeling it is not going to be pretty.
I guess I'll take the. Oh God,
I'm going to pick the Jets.
Yeah, they at least look competitive. And I wanted to think Jake Browning can come in and win some games until Burrow gets back, but that defense or that offensive line didn't help him.
I would be so shocked if the Broncos went 1-3. Like, even if Burrow was here, I wouldn't be super confident in picking the Bengals. Mm-hmm. And he's not. Jake Browning kind of looks like he ain't the Jake Browning that he was a couple years ago. He's made some really bad throws. He's made some really good throws. Mm-hmm. He's made some really bad throws.
If Cincinnati can just hang on to the ball, maybe there's a chance.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, but also he's got to stop turning it over because,
yeah. Oh, right. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of Play by Play.
Yep. Don't forget to like the show on all the social media platforms. Follow us. Share it if you could. That'd be great.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got to get those up. We're off the band now, so we're back on our normal YouTube channel as well.
There you go.
But yeah, so we will see everybody back here next week Nope, your birthday's in 2 weeks.
Yep.
So 2 weeks. Might have something for Andy for his birthday.
Oh, hey, there you go. Jared's going to surprise me with something.
I'll find something.
So, all right. See you guys.